Well, hello all. Very wet, cold, kind of breezy outside here in San Francisco, California, US. So, once again, we're doing the video inside. What's the topic today? 3 different topics. The first one is the insect apocalypse here in the US and around the world and what's causing it. Let's go over and take a look at the board and see what it is. So, unfortunately, here in the US, with the present occupant in the White House, he is okaying and taking part in an explosion of toxic pesticide use here in the U.S. A 92% increase of neonicotinoids is in use here in the U.S. since the Orange Man has taken charge. That's a 92% increase. So here in the U.S., agriculture has become 48 times more toxic to insects in the past 25 years. So, like many other countries around the world, the U.S. must phase out neonicotinoids. Neonics are used on over 140 different crops in more than 120 countries. Not only are insects dying by the ton, but also insect-eating birds are also in decline, along with all birds are now in decline. There's all kinds of things you can do about this. First of all, eat only organic produce. Don't spray any kind of insecticide on your property or around where you rent or live or any place else. Don't use insecticides, period. I haven't used insecticides in my lifetime at all. I don't need them. I don't live where there's a bunch of insects. If you're really bothered by them, don't live there. It's really easy. But that's not the only serious problem happening around the planet. Well, there's another problem that we've never even heard of before until now, and that's calcium in freshwater lakes and streams is now in decline worldwide. The global medium calcium concentration was 4, now it is, that's 1,000th of a liter is all that is. That shows you how much decline there is in the calcium in fresh water around the world. Who needs calcium? Well, freshwater mussels, for example, need calcium. Anything with a shell that lives underwater, whether it's fresh or seawater, needs calcium to build their shells. What's the decline from? I can't find out. Nobody knows why. Calcium is in decline in freshwater. Apparently, it has something to do with coal, and the pH of coal landing in fresh water is depleting lakes of calcium. Unfortunately, this problem won't be solved because the lakes around the world are just about at the point where animals with shells can no longer live in fresh water, and we will lose all the fresh aquatic life that needs calcium at a level that was at 4 milligrams per liter, higher than it is today. It's really a shame that we are destroying our planet so quickly, but it's not just the animal life that's suffering so much because of humans. Humans are also suffering like crazy because of other humans. So, over the last few weeks, we've seen lots and lots of shooting here and shooting deaths here in the U.S. Well, the 6th of August was no different. Let's go take a look at all the deaths that occurred that no one's even talking about, and it's more than the slaughter we had last week. So whenever there's a mass shooting in the US, there's copycats. This shooting season is no different. August 6th, by 10:30 a.m., we saw 24 shooting deaths throughout the U.S. in just one day. California had 3, Florida had 3, and all the rest had 1 death. I didn't have enough board to put all the rest of the deaths on the board, but the shooting spree is going strong here in the U.S. People are dying. 24 deaths by 10:30 a.m. on August 6th. Today's the 7th. I wonder how many deaths there's been already today. I don't know what you call this. I guess it's not a mass shooting, but people are dying from gunshots here in the U.S. every few minutes. And they're saying it's not quite as bad as the 1990s here in the U.S. Well, under the Orange Man, by the end of his reign, there should be millions of deaths by gunshots. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if we see sort of a quasi-civil war here in the U.S. It'll happen, but it won't be covered. It won't be covered. It won't be covered. So, I appreciate all the comments. I love all the comments from the past videos, your ups and downs, and your new subscribers. Keep your head down and watch out for bullets if you come to the U.S.
Lock him up!